Welcome to Nuptial Sports, the sports program from a marital perspective.
No. Stop, cut. Just...
Welcome to Nuptial Sports, the sports program from a marital perspective. Today is our very first episode, and we are going to be talking about our favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks. And what we'd like to do is evaluate their gameplay from week 1 against the St. Louis Rams, in which they lost in overtime 31-34.
You know, to be fair, we didn't actually watch the whole game.
That's true.
It's true.
But in our current technology age, we were able to watch just about every highlight. We spoke to multiple friends, critical resources.
We watched the press conferences.
Right. So we've done our homework. So we are qualified to evaluate this game. And we want to evaluate the offense, the defense, the special teams. We also would like to give you our deflated moment of the game, brought to you by
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Mr. Deflation himself. And we'd like to go around the league and talk about a few of the things we thought were interesting. And we're going to close our program with Amy's meme of the weekend.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so let's get started with the offense, shall we?
Yes. We
Okay. So the offense, we had a possession time of 37 minutes as opposed to St. Louis's 28 minutes. So from that stat, you think that maybe we controlled the ball game?
You think so, but can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, I don't care how long we had the ball, but seriously, 6 sacks on Russell Wilson. What are we supposed to do with that? How is he supposed to do anything with that? Not to mention, he's going to get hurt.
I agree, but it's the first game of the season, and they're still working out some kinks. So
no, read my lips. Offensive line. I've said it all along. All along.
Yep, you have been freaking out about that for quite some time. Let's talk about Russell.
Okay.
Russell, number 3.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Every day we're wrestling.
He went 32 for 41 for 251 yards, 1 touchdown,
Woo-hoo.
and 1 interception, despite the offensive line. How do you think he did?
Despite the offensive line, I think that's a pretty darn good performance. But, Pete, we need to fix the offensive line. Seriously. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
She's going to keep talking about that until you fix it. So please, fix it for my sake. Let's talk about beast mode.
Beast mode.
Skittles. He had 18 carries for 73 yards, no touchdowns, but he did have a 2-point conversion.
This was not one of Beast Mode's better games.
Well, would you blame the offensive line or would you blame Beast Mode?
I would blame the offensive line. Because without penetration, you know, he can run much better without penetration from the defensive line.
Let's clarify that.
Okay.
Okay. So he didn't crack 100, not quite Hyde numbers from the 49ers.
Oh, don't get me started on Hyde.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish he was on my fantasy team. That's all I got to say. Jimmy Graham's first official game in a Seahawks uniform, and he had 6 catches for 51 yards and the only offensive touchdown of the day.
Those Grahams are golden, baby.
Did you think about that before the show?
No.
On the spot?
Yes.
She's good. Okay, some negatives. We did have to settle for 3 field goals. As I mentioned, we only had 1 touchdown on offense, and that touchdown didn't come until the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We are relying way too much on our special teams and defense to score for us.
I agree with you. So, with that in mind...
Although, how awesome would it be? What do you think?
Okay.
Pete and John make up an entire crazy, awesome team that's just amazing special teams, unstoppable, and we win every game only on special team points.
It could happen.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be
I don't know if that would be a good thing, but it could happen.
That would be stupid, but it'd be fun. Fun to watch.
Do you agree with Marshawn Lynch's mama in that Bevel should be fired? How do you feel about that?
I cannot comment at this time.
I say he's gotten us to 2 Super Bowls. He made a really terrible call on the 1-yard line, but that should not get him fired. He made a terrible call Sunday on the 50-yard line. That should not get him fired. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's give him another season. If he keeps botching it, I say let's axe him. Axe him a question.
Hiya.
Axe him.
Hiya.
Yeah. No sound effects?
Hiya.
From your mouth? No, you're not going to use your sound effects from your phone?
No.
Am I not supposed to bring that up?
No.
Okay. All right, well, let's get to the point where we grade the offense. Amy, what grade would you give the offense?
So this week, I am giving the offense a dun, 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 C+.
C+.
Because, Russ, I love you, you're amazing, but offensive line, people. We need a better offensive line.
Okay. I'm in the same ballpark. I'm going to give them a C-, and they did all right. They didn't turn the ball over a ton. They did move the ball, but we need to get some touchdowns. This field goal stuff isn't going to work for long.
Hold on. You got something right there. Okay.
Some schmutz?
Yeah.
A little schmutz. See what I put up with? All right. Well, that's our offensive segment. All right. So defense. Seattle Seahawks defense. Legion of Boom. Legendary all-time
LOB.
defense. LOB. Hashtag LOB.
Hashtag, where's Cam?
Hashtag.
You need to work on your hashtags.
I need to work on my hashtags.
Hashtag, you suck.
Hashtag, throw the slant pass. Hashtag, no shotgun draw. Hashtag. Okay. Yeah, I need to work on my hashtags. All right, so our defense caused 3 turnovers, Amy. 3 turnovers.
That's good.
That's a good ball game.
That's good.
That's a good ball game. 3 turnovers.
3.
I mean, usually you win when you cause 3 turnovers, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Kerry Williams, who is a rookie, he did the trifecta. He caused the fumble, he scooped the fumble, and he scored a touchdown with that fumble. That's pretty impressive.
That's crazy. Who was the dude taking Cam's place?
Dion Bailey. That's third on the list.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dion Bailey. Dion Bailey. Can he cut it? Yes or no?
I think it's unfair to evaluate Dion Bailey on one play because, let's face it, that's what everybody's talking about. End of the game, about 50 seconds left in the game.
That's the part we did watch, by the way. We did watch that.
Right. I just got home. I watched the last 3 plays. Well, no, you watched that.
That's all that matters.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway, botched coverage. He allowed the tie with 53 seconds to go. Would Cam have done the same thing? What put Cam in that situation? What does he do?
Cam is faster.
Okay.
This is a tight end we're talking about.
Right. It was a tight end.
It was a tight end.
Yeah.
There is no way Cam would have missed that. But, dude, you signed a contract. You signed a contract.
You did sign a contract, Cam.
We want you back. But you signed a contract, so you kind of have to play. I mean, does it make any sense to you? Let's see. I will either not play and pay money or play and make money.
I think Ray Lewis summed it up best when he said, never ever abandon your brothers, especially for money. Cam, listen to your elders. Listen to Ray Lewis. He knows what he's talking about. You need to stop this garbage. Dion Bailey, you know, maybe he deserves another shot, and maybe he'll outshine you in the next couple games. Who knows? But you better knock this off. This ain't going to be good for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. We miss you, Come back, Cam.
We do love you.
Cam.
So please take this as a light rebuke. We care for you. Mm-hmm. And we care for the Seahawks.
We want you back.
We want you back.
Want you back.
Mm. They allowed 34 points.
Who cares? They allowed 34 points. So the Rams allowed 31 points. I mean, duh. It's kind of like John Madden saying, whoever scores the most points will win this game. Like,
right.
So they allowed 34 points. I don't.
See, but if they only would have allowed, let's say, 28
really
points?
Just a dumb way of saying the Rams scored 34 points. Isn't that just a backwards way of saying?
Yeah, everybody's talking about St. Louis's defense. They're a good defense. But, I mean, okay, Nick Foles, good quarterback. What else do they got?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, who is that? Want to check your text?
No, it's all good.
I got a text, too.
Okay, it's all good. Okay, so, continuing on.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a show. All right, so based off of those things, what grade would you give the Seattle Seahawks defense?
Okay, so today I'm going to give the Seattle Seahawks defense a
B+.
B+ because I felt like despite the absence of Cam, obviously if he's a huge factor, no doubt, because he's the best strong safety in the league. But despite not having him, they still managed to only allow 34 points.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, but the Rams allowed 31. It's stupid. That whole thing is stupid. What did you give them?
Okay. I'm in the same ballpark. I gave them a B-, and they I think were the shining point. They caused 3 turnovers. Dion Bailey's one slip-up is obviously their glaring mistake. Yeah. And allowing 34 points. Knock that down to about 28, 21 is good. Mm-hmm. Give our offense a chance, because obviously our offense and our offensive line is struggling.
Offensive line. All right,
let's move on to the special teams.
Okay.
The special teams, they were responsible for 18 of our 31 points.
That is cray-cray.
Cray-cray, totes cray-cray. That was...
totes, my goats.
Totes. It was more than half of the points scored by the whole team. So that's pretty good. Tyler Lockett.
T-Lock.
Man, another rookie killing it. 57-yard punt return. How do you feel about that?
Well, that, my friends, is genius on John and Pete and their skills of choosing, drafting players, because that kid is crazy good. I mean, we thought in the preseason he was good, but on the first game of the season, and
preseason game.
No, I'm talking about the first actual game. Mm-hmm. He's able to run it back. I mean, preseason is one thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And he killed it in preseason.
He killed it, but he comes into the first game of the season and runs it back like a champ, like first year in the NFL ever. I mean, that's amazing. Plus, he's a really great receiver, so I'm excited about this kid.
I am stoked at the fact that he ran back a touchdown. All the stuff he did in the preseason, the way he handled himself, just a good kid. I was really, really hoping he would carry that through. And what do you know? First time he touches the ball on a punt return, touchdown. I'm stoked about that.
Boom, baby.
What was that one guy's name? Golden Tater Tot, something like that.
Golden, yeah.
Who needs him? We got Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is going to be some good stuff.
And wait, what was that one guy? Perry.
Oh,
Percy?
Percy.
Yeah, no.
Percy.
We don't need him either.
We don't need Percy. Okay, here's the one problem. Okay, special teams was great up until overtime. And this supposed botched kick or coach's onside kick. What do you think? Pete Carroll seems to be telling us that it was a botched kick, but it looked like it was a purposeful onside kick.
Okay, so I watched this as it happened, and my instant thought was onside kick because it looked pretty similar to the kick that they kicked in the NFC Championship
Green
game
Bay.
against Green Bay last year.
Mhm.
So
Except for this one didn't hit the ground.
Right, this one didn't hit the ground, but it looked similar. I mean, it was similar. And
Sure.
they didn't line up for an onside kick, so it was kind of like, yeah, this is like a fakey onside kick.
Conspiracy?
Yeah, but then when I watched it back in slow motion, I kind of feel like Hauschka knew. I mean, it was like he ran up to the ball and he was like, "Crap, I'm not gonna be able to hit this just right." And yeah, I think it was his mistake.
Mm. Yeah, Pete seemed kind of mad about that.
Yeah, he seemed really mad actually.
Okay.
Like
So-
his face was turning red.
Okay, so based off of all those things, what grade would you give our special teams?
Okay, so special teams gets the best grade of the day for me. Wait, actually, it's not the best grade.
That's okay.
That's okay. I might have meant to give this to the defense. Oh, well, anyway.
Oh, well, no matter.
Special teams gets a B, and that's mostly because of the botched kick. I mean, I thought Hauschka is automatic. He's always so good. But when we needed it the most, it was... By the way, I think that last play, that very last play of the game, the 4th and 1 where we handed Lynch in the shotgun, what in the heck are we thinking? I would have rather seen them give Hauschka an attempt to kick a field goal. Even from 67 yards, I don't care.
I think that was like 70 yards.
I don't care.
You still think in a dome, no wind behind his back, 70 yards.
I'd rather see him. He would have made it further than Lynch did on that carry.
Folks, this is the kind of credible analysis you're going to get on Nuptial Sports right here. We're going with our gut here. Our gut.
Let the kid try. Just let him
kick the ball, Pete.
For the love of God.
70 yards. Just let him
kick it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, come on.
All right. Well, I would.
What do you give him?
Where's the B plus card? You got it over there?
I've got it.
That's what I'm going to give him. B plus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bing. Tyler Lockett, welcome to the NFL. Hauschka, Pete, get your stuff figured out. But you kept us in the game, so B plus, you got the best grade for me. Now it's time for our deflated moment of the game, brought to you by
Tom Brady.
Thank you. And here's how this works. We're going to give 3 options from the game that deflated you the most. Amy and I are going to Stop it. Amy and I are going to sound off, and you have an opportunity to sound off down below in the comments. Deflated moment. A, blown coverage by Dion Bailey, which sent the game into overtime. B, the botched onside kick. Or C, the failure to convert on 4th and 1. Amy, sound off.
Failure to convert on 4th and 1.
For me, it was the blown coverage by Dion Bailey.
All right. So now, I'd like to bring you my meme of the week. And this week, I have chosen a meme that absolutely cracked me up and got to the heart of why this game was so frustrating. And here it is, folks. Seahawks lose after handing the ball off on 4th and 1. Should have thrown an inside slant pass.
You are a huge nerd. I like that one. And our last segment of the show is we're going to talk about 3 different things throughout the league. Amy, go.
All right. My 3 additional points from around the league are, number 1, Colin Kaepernick got completely laid out last night. I mean, just knocked hard. That was awesome. Number 2, the Bills look amazing. I mean, when was the last time anybody talked about the Buffalo Bills?
This will be the last time they talk about it.
Right.
They're not going to do anything else.
They look pretty darn good. And finally, number 3, last night I was literally laughing out loud for how awesomely funny the commentators were on the 49ers Vikings game. I mean, that game was so horrible. The commentators made it. I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
Great.
Those are good 3 points. My 3 points, Eagles could have won with Tim Tebow. Let him play.
Number 1, unleash Tim Tebow.
Let him play.
Let him play.
Set him
All
loose.
he does is win. All he does is win.
Read, run, pass, option. I think that's my game.
I'm no John Elway. Okay,
Anyway.
number 2.
Yeah, we like Tebow. Number 2, the 49ers uniforms suck.
Suck. Actually, I like him.
She likes them, but they suck. They do. They do.
All right.
Number 3, Adam Pac-Man Jones. Shame on you. Did you guys watch the Bengals-Oakland game?
Oh, shame on you.
Shame,
Helmet
right?
smash.
He ripped his helmet off, and he smashed, what's his name, Amari Cooper's head into his own helmet.
Epic fail.
Oh, it's gone. Epic fail. Well,
All right.
that concludes our show.
Yeah, that's all the time we have tonight with Nuptial Sports.
Nuptial Sports, this is Craig.
I'm Amy.
Thank you.